this is the first video that I'm gonna make in like horizontal and probably YouTube video. So hi, if you don't know me, my name is Adele. I'm 19 and I am about to travel 2 weeks to Spain and work in a paragliding business. I just had 2 calls with the person with whom I'm gonna stay, so I don't know that person really well, but I think she sounds lovely. So fingers crossed everything will be just fine. And I'm very excited to just share my experience with you and fly in Spain because I've never flown in Spain. And yeah, I'll see you soon for other whatever is gonna happen in my life. And here is the wing, all packed. So this is then day 2 in Spain, and I'll just explain a little bit of what I've experienced so far. So actually not really where I thought I would be. Let me explain. So at first I knew I was gonna go close to Malaga, but then I didn't know that I was gonna go like in the inland part, really far away from the coast, which I'm actually really happy about, but I just didn't know. So it's very funny how I just jumped into something that I had no idea, kind of. So I'm in like a little family with the dad, a mom, and a little girl of 4 years old. I didn't think I would, like, usually I kind of hate child. I don't hate child, but I'm not exactly a friend with them. But the little girl is actually so cute, and I guess we kind of get along. And I think it's amazing because like the dad only speaks Spanish and the mom speaks both French and Spanish, and she's from France, so the girl can talk in Spanish and French at 4 years old, and I think that's so cool. It was so hot when I arrived. It was probably like 30 degrees, but I went from Belgium where it was like, I don't know, probably 15 degrees to 33-ish degrees. That was quite something. I went for a run this morning, and at some point I was running and I heard some dogs barking at me, and I was like, oh, this is weird, I'll still keep going. And then I saw one, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go, so I came back. It was quite scary, and people told me dogs are not friendly, keep my distance with them. So we're about a month after my trip in Spain, and I wanted to make a whole YouTube video about it, explain what happened and all of that, but I have been pretty lazy and I've been also procrastinating the moment of filming this video. So there was some parts where I was in Spain and filming, but not that much, and then I wanted to explain after my trip what happened and how I experienced it and all of that. But I've been, yeah, just as soon as I came back, I had another friend coming, and then yeah. So now I'm actually filming this from the UK. You'll be like, what the heck? I know it's been a month, but I'm still gonna do it because I will be happy as the video is done, and then I've got those memories coming back by just watching the video. I also hope that you will just enjoy it, if people do actually watch the video, that I'm not sure of. So let me take you back. A month ago, I was in Cañete, so that's in Spain, close to Malaga, but not in Malaga itself, like I explained in the beginning of the video. So there were a few points that I wanted to talk about in this video. The first one was women in the sport of paragliding. if you don't know what is paragliding, I don't know if I don't think I explained it in the beginning of the video, but paragliding is basically, I mean, like parachutes, but you stay in the air and you don't go down. You try to go as far as possible, to stay in the sky as long as possible. And every time I've been flying in Belgium or Australia or, well, Spain, France, a bit of France as well, I've always felt like nothing was wrong with women in the sport. But then when I went to Kanyete, owner of the business, so where I was helping basically, she told me, oh yeah, I received just so many comments of people saying, oh, that's again a girl in the sport. Basically back in the, I don't know, like 1960s or something, like, I don't know what year, where the women were treated not equally as men, and it's still happening in 2024, which I think is crazy. I'm like, should not we, have we not grown, or what's happening? And so yeah, she just explained to me how women are not treated well, kind of in the sport of paragliding, because men think it's a men's sport and not a woman's sport, which is so not true. So the owner of the business actually made a blog about it, which I think is interesting. So if you want to go and check out, I think it's on her business website, so it's sunnywings.com, something like that, and you can see the blog, or on Facebook. The second thing that I wanted to talk about was the insecurity of being in Spain. I'm not saying that I felt, how to explain that? I didn't feel like I was threatened, but when I was walking, so usually during the morning I would work for the business, and then in the afternoon I would go for a walk, which is crazy because it's the hottest hours of the day, and they would all be doing the siesta and not really, or they would be at bars in the shadow. Anyway, they would not be outside, let's say. But yeah, every time that I was going out or in the evening with the family or stuff like that, people were just like staring almost, and I felt really like, gosh, what's happening here? The owner of the business told me, yeah, in this small village, everyone knows everything about everyone, basically. And so she was like, probably everyone knows that you're here now. And yeah, just every time I was going off to the mountains and stuff like that, I had people really being like, I don't know what was going on in their brain, but I felt like, gosh, I'm not feeling very secure, or not, I don't know how to explain that, but I guess you know what I mean. So that was quite surprising. I didn't think that I would feel that way, basically. So yeah, often I was just trying to avoid the look, and I was like, I'm just looking at where I'm going and not looking at people maybe staring or whatever. The third thing that I wanted to talk about was dogs. So I talked a bit, and I'm sorry because it was really windy and I didn't notice it was very windy when I recorded the video back in Kanyete. But yeah, dogs are actually not very friendly, or at least the dogs not in the city, but in well, it's not a city, the village. Outside of the village, dogs are actually, you need to be very careful with them, because I think I explained that one day I went on a run and then I heard some dogs barking, and then I saw one. I was like, I'm just gonna turn around because I'm not feeling like going through these roads with that many dogs barking at me. The guy from the family told me, you did great, because they're not friendly at all. Yeah, so every time I saw a dog, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But yeah, they just told me, be very careful with dogs, because often they're not really treated well where they are, and so every time they're out of, I don't know, the house or the cage, or I don't know where they're during their lives, but then they go a bit crazy kind of, so be very careful with that. So yeah, basically my whole experience was just 10 days, so it wasn't very long, but I thought that was the right amount of time. Like shorter would have been a bit too short, and then longer would have been too long probably, so that was a great amount of time. So those 10 days were great, and it was very beneficial, and for me and for the owner of the business to do kind of like a partnership, I don't know how you want to call that. So I brought my insight, and then I got to see how she created the business kind of, and where she wants to go and stuff like that. That's a cat. I think that because I'm alone in the house, I'm like, what's that noise? But I think that's a cat. So yeah, I don't think I have much more to say about this experience. Yeah, maybe see you for another video, and please tell me how you enjoyed this one, because it's my first one and I just like creating content and video. So yeah, just let me know how you thought this video was, what things I can improve, what things are already great, because it's good to have both positive and also stuff that I can improve, otherwise how can I? Yeah, thank you for watching.